What's good, YouTube? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And if you know why I'm smiling, I guess you a Philadelphia Eagles fan as well. But hell of a game yesterday. Philadelphia Eagles beat LA Rams 33-26. A game of two different halves. Good things, bad things. But we're gonna talk about it. Before we start though, this is Will See You Media, and I am William C. Upchurch. And if you are checking me out for the first time, welcome. If you just came back, good to see you again. Hope you have a productive day. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, come join the family. We over here, we're going to talk about sports, life, and we motivate to elevate. So I'll have some good content coming out with motivation starting somewhere along, I guess, maybe the middle of October, whatever like that. But come on through, join the family. All right, so let's get to it. Jordan Davis. We're going to hit Jordan Davis first real quick. Jordan Davis played a hell of a game. A hell of a game. The boy came back this year saying he was mentally good, physically good. He shed a lot of pounds, and that has a lot to do with Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio obviously asked him and told him, this is what we're going to need from you if you're going to be playing. So he went in with the right mindset, and I'm telling you, it is paying off. Week 1, week 2, he had a hell of a game in week 1, hell of a game in week 2, and yesterday, again, another great game. I mean, we could talk about how he ended up at the end of the game with the whole field goal block, and he also assisted with that other field goal block, the first one. That Jalen Carter actually had got to. Both of them boys, man. They both did their thing. Jordan Davis, heck of a field goal block, and then a hell of a run back. That's a real good win. That's hit Zach Bond. Zach Bond, man, he's still doing this thing. That first interception, when I saw that, I thought the game was going to be a certain way. Obviously, it didn't, because offensively, we couldn't get it through. You know what I mean? Offensively, I don't know what they were doing in the first half. I was at work with some fellow LA Rams and Dallas Cowboy fans. Obviously, we had our Philadelphia Eagles fan there. And, they talking through the game. But, yeah, I don't know if I feel, again, Kevin Patello, I feel like it is him. I don't know if they don't have confidence, or we're lacking confidence, or we're just thinking that since last year we were a running team, right? That we were just going to do that all the way throughout this year and just keep it going. I don't know if that was the case or not. But in the second half, they opened up the floodgates. And I'm going to thank the LA Rams, because you know why? It forces you to have to do something that you weren't going to do in the first place, right? Even though I know during the week it was stated that things would be changed and it would be a little bit different. No. I think they have to understand that, yes, a running game can open up the passing game, right? But when they come in stacking the box because they're saying, I'd rather have Jalen Hurts beat me, we're going to take Saquon Barkley out of this, then what do you think's going to happen? Right? Pass the ball, you're going to open up your running game. They work hand in hand. Football is about everything. It's about everything. You can't be one-dimensional. The reason the Eagles during the NFC Championship game against Washington, during the Super Bowl against Kansas City Chiefs, the reason why they look so good is because at that point, they had opened up all of their game. And when I say all of their game, I mean the run game, the passing game. Yeah, they took Saquon Barkley out of the Super Bowl as much as they could. However, the reason they were able to do that, the reason why the Eagles were still able to win was because they had their passing game, right? And I think that's what they need to understand. So most people are coming stacking that box. So if they stack in the box, you need to be able to throw the ball. Jalen Hurts, capable of throwing the ball. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Jahan Dotson. They got receivers. They have receivers to be able to catch the ball. So keep it open. The team is a complete team. Everyone says it when they're talking about, Jalen Hurts, he ain't that great of a quarterback because they got nothing but greatness around him. Well, you're right. They have everything. They have greatness surrounding him, but he's great as well. Kevin Patella, or whoever needs to hear this, Philadelphia Eagles, you have a great team. Use every aspect, and that second half is how we need to see the rest of the season. So if the LA Rams just woke up a sleeping giant, I love it. Hell of a game in that second half. I mean, even in the first half, as far as the defense is concerned, I mean, that game could have got way out of hand. But holding them each time to a field goal, right? That helped the Eagles at least be able to stay in the game, because it could have been easily 40-something. The 7, that would have been a heck of a climb out, right? But holding them down, allowing the offense to figure out what they had to figure out, that was great. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, when them two line up together, yo, when them two are side by side, I can see teams now saying, we're not going that way. Because they are devastating. And please, I don't want to take anything away from anybody else on that defense, because I think they all are great in their own natural way. Josh Uche, I mean, y'all might not have seen much, but I seen him playing well. Nolan Smith playing well. Zach Bond was playing well. Jahad Campbell hasn't really been getting his name yelled the last 2 weeks as much, but he's playing well. Now, Dory Jackson, I think he still needs to grow in too. But real quick, while we're even on that subject, Isaiah Rodgers, who I thought they were going to keep after letting go of Slay, he had a hell of a game yesterday. He single-handedly took over the defense of the Minnesota Vikings. I watched him strip the ball and then run it back. I watched him break up a pass. If there's any, thing that we lost out on, that might have been the one right there, because we are looking right now still for that other cornerback that's going to hold down that spot, and we had him. I understand that's how we operate, and sometimes you want to win, sometimes you want to lose when it comes to actually getting the players. And so far, we've been on the better side of things when it comes to players, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. So we ain't going to even dwell on that too much. Real quick though, some of the things from the beginning of the game, like I was getting mad when we talking offense. The 3rd and 18, the 3rd and 16 runs from Saquon Barkley. I seen it last week. We did the same thing. I think it might have been 3rd and 18 last week or something like that. To do those Saquon Barkley runs when he's been getting bottled up because the box is sitting there. To do those runs, to try to gain them, like if you're trying to just get a little bit of space so you could punt, understood. But if you're trying to actually, make something out the game, that's not what we do. And then I watched the reactor about the Eagles game, and he was like, oh my gosh, they're booing Saquon Barkley. The fans aren't booing Saquon Barkley. Philadelphia Eagles fans are smarter than what you think. We were booing the fact that when it came to offensive play calling, it was lacking what we knew was a successful way to win. We were lacking what we needed to win successfully. And I don't know what they did in the halftime. I don't know if somebody, hey, we're going to start doing this, but I'm glad they opened it up. And I'm hoping that whatever was needed to be learned will be taken to the week before. Because every week we're playing somebody. We got a hard schedule. We have a hard schedule. And I like how they're fighting. And if there's anything you take from that game, it's that they never quit and they're going to keep fighting. And if you ever see Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis line up to get with each other, it's about to be a problem, because they became a wrecking ball. A wrecking ball. And this is still week 3. They still have room to grow. They still have, first off, it's early in their career. They still have room to grow. But just for this year, whatever they need, still trying to figure out identity, right? New players, identity. Even offensively, identity. Because they need to figure out the identity of the offense. I think they found it. They've been had it. I think they found it. I think Kevin needed to know. I don't know who needed to. Somebody needed to know. And I'm pretty sure, because how we smart. We have a very smart organization. And they're going to look at this game. And there's going to be some heavy conversations this week. You hear me? It's going to be some heavy conversations. Because the two halves, we can't have that first half no more. That second half, how Martin say, now that's how you drive. Martin Lawrence and Bad Boys, now that's how you drive. When you drive, that's how you drive. That's how you supposed to play. That's how you call them plays. That's how you do it. You have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. Get the ball out there. And the only thing that's going to do is create room for Saquon to be great. Right? What's the saying this year again? Contributions over credit. Well, we got to go back to the other one. Can't be great without the greatness of others. And sometimes it's not the men that need to know that. Sometimes it's the leadership that needs to know that. Can't be great without the greatness of others. So you have to allow the others to be great. Use them all. That's the only way it's going to open up everything. As a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I like where we're heading. I love where we're heading. I can't even really dwell on the first half too much because the second half was amazing. Second half was amazing. You can say we got lucky. Yeah, I hear you. I understand. You're right. You're right. But it wasn't just luck. They literally said we watched how he was kicking those field goals. So the only luck part I saw was that the defense, which wasn't lucky, they were able to stop them all those times and allow them to kick a field goal. What wasn't lucky was that they kept seeing the trajectory and made a thought in their mind that we might be able to get to it if we line up here and take a jump. That's not luck. That's called thinking. That's IQ. That's good football IQ. And then to execute it, that's good football IQ. There ain't no luck involved in that. They got to it. They got to it. There is no luck. There was no luck. Yeah, I'm talking myself out of it. So if you think it was a lucky, y'all got luck. It's not luck. They kept fighting. They kept being persistent. Right? They kept being persistent. And then when they saw something, they said we got to adjust. Special teams got to adjust. That's 2 blocked field goals. The other team didn't adjust. The other team, you can say, and let's not even get into the calls because the calls on both sides, I actually think it was a lot of missed calls during the game. Both sides, right? So I won't even speak on that. You know what I mean? It's just missed calls on both sides. And the missed calls, it didn't help the Eagles win, and it didn't help LA win, right? At the end of the day, you can control what you can control. And I think both teams, or I'm going to speak on the Eagles. I know we control what we can control. You know what I mean? We was the ones that was giving them the game, as far as I'm concerned. LA, thanks for coming back to Philly. Real quick, though, that one drive, the drive that opened everything when they first gave that 8-yard pass to A.J. Brown, and then that over-the-head beauty right into A.J.'s right hand, right? Dallas got it right down the middle. Touchdown. Beautiful. I thought Jalen Hurts can't pass, but they look great to me. During the game, though, the other part, like I said, even the decision makers during the game, they threw Matt Pryor in as the first person to be the tackle to replace Lane Johnson. I already said during that day while we were at work, I was like, that's not right. He's getting beat. After the first 2 times he got beat. No, where's Fred Johnson? You put him back. I don't know why they ain't put him in right away, but whatever. They thought they gave my man Matt Pryor a shot. I think he's a better guard than a tackle. Yes, he can do every position, but I think he's better at the guard. Get Fred Johnson here, man. Give him that spot. And you see what happened as soon as they put him in. Jalen Hurts was able to get a couple more seconds. That's all you need. 1 more second, 2 more seconds, right? The other thing with Jabari, and I don't want to butcher his name, Jabari Bennett, again, at the end of the game, putting him in. I don't know if I would have rather seen Kelee Ringo. Just saying, he has more speed. I don't know if that would have hurt us or not. Like right now, we're sitting at a position where we don't know who to put in to be that cornerback. But to throw him in right there at that crucial situation, um, and then to watch Matt Stafford constantly going right at him, I would have had to call a timeout. Sorry, bro. Like, I don't want to ruin your confidence, but we're going to have to work that back in or something, you know? I would have gave Keely a spot, but whatever. Bennett actually, I think on the last play, on one of the plays, he followed up behind, was it Puka? I don't know who it was, but he didn't turn around. He was step for step stride with him. Did jump up and the ball hit him on the helmet. So he did stop him, but all you gotta do is turn around, man. That could have been an interception taken the other way. But I guess if it wasn't, we wouldn't have saw that great field goal block at the end of the game where Eagles fans was like, oh, come on. Rams fans was like, we got this. And then just to watch what happened, man. I mean, you couldn't ask for nothing better. I mean, I had so much information about the first half of the game. It's no point for me to talk about it. Because what happened in that first half was fixed in the second half. Now we got to see if it continues, right? Good job. That's all I got to talk about, man. Great game. They never quit. And that's what makes a team special. That's what gives a team the opportunity and potential to not just do great things during the season, but to take you far into the postseason. And if they could continue on this trajectory, especially offensively, continue on this trajectory, because offense helps defense, right? Defense helps offense, right? I don't want to see the defense on the field as much as I've seen yesterday, even though they did what they had to do. But you want to help your defense to be the great defense that I know they could be, right? The defense just shows you they could hold it down. And they still got growth. They still got rookies playing, trying to figure things out. They still got people trying to gel. So week 7, I can't wait till week 7. You know what I mean? I can't wait till week 12. Let me know what you think, chat. Let me know where you think the Eagles will be by week 12. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about this game. Comment down below. I'm interested to see how you thought the game was going to go. What do you think they need to change? Anyway, this is William Upchurch. We'll see you media. That's my take on yesterday's game. Go Birds. Got another week coming up, and I believe we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be throwing out a short later this week on the ways to win. You know what I mean? I did a pretty good job last week, man. But hey, I'm loving what I'm seeing. We got an opportunity to possibly make it to the playoffs, make it far in the playoffs, and then possibly hold another, right? It's all about the journey. So let's experience the journey together. Have a good day. Enjoy your Monday. Big ups. Go Philly.